All right, so we're working the place command with Gidget here. So I have a couple things going on. My back door isn't completely shut, so sometimes some pressure when I open up the front door will make that door go. And I actually haven't heard her bark very often, maybe once or twice, but she is a goer. She just definitely just wants to break place to go through doorways. And so I've got her on this long line and I'm holding on to the end of it. So it gives me enough space to allow her a little bit to mess up and then reel her back and show her how to do it correctly. So I don't want to be fighting to keep the dog on the place bed, and I'm going to create a lot of frustration by doing that. But I am going to correct the dog if they get off the bed prematurely. And so yes, there we go. Now she's settling. So at first she was just ready to go, and a couple times she did, and I, just reeled her back in with the leash and put her back on, followed through. And a couple times of bolting out the door, she just learned like it didn't work, and I wasn't going to allow that to keep going. But I'm also not preventing from her by holding her tight on the leash or trying to body block the dog in any way to make her mess up. Or to prevent her from messing up. If she does mess up, let's work through it. Good things happen. Just been conditioning that sound a little bit.
Someone's at the front door.
Yeah, all the fun things. So it's really good. So this is how we're gonna reset her here. So Gidget, free. The free is her command to get up so she can get off the bed. Good girl. And I'm gonna say, Gidget, place, and I'm gonna guide her on. And I'm using the leash to help show her where I want her to go, because sometimes I'll put them on this one over here. Good. All those noises often trigger excitement or stress in dogs, and sometimes excitement is stress. So sometimes a dog can look excited. We see this a lot with Jasper. Like, he is an excited dog when things are happening, but he really does carry a lot of stress in that hyper state of mind. And so you'll see, I'll make another video doing this with Jasper and just kind of see the difference of what his little stress curve looks like. Good. Good. Good job, Gidget. I love it when she lays down. That's good. She's like, I guess I'm gonna be here for a minute. Good job, Gidget. Free. Free. If she needs help, Gidget, come on, free. Just so I don't want there to be any confusion with her when she's allowed to get off the bed. So I'm just gonna show her what I want her to do. Good, we're gonna try it on this one over here. So I'm gonna take her over. You can have multiple place beds. It's okay to do so. This one's a little flatter. She hasn't done this one quite as much, and other dogs have been on it. So if she gets off the bed, it's right here. E-collar, Gidget, place, follow through. Good. Place. So E-collar comes on, following through. Good. Good. Want to make sure the dog isn't picking and choosing when they want to place. This bed is a harder bed to place on because it's flatter compared to the ground, whereas this one has more of a lip. And so it's easier for the dogs if the barrier is more distinct in that way, but I do think it's good for both dogs to be able to do it regardless. I think if you were gonna have place be a rug, that would be a little bit more confusing. I think that this has enough padding where she's understanding what I'm doing. And I even sometimes have these platform dog beds I'll put down. These ones I use a lot outside because they're easy to clean if they get dirty or muddy, or they're waterproof if it gets rained on. So drop my leash here, same thing. There you go. She's starting to get the hang of it.
Someone's at the front door.
Good job, Gidget.